Hello, my friends. I am still sick, so don't mind the voice and probably the appearance still. But we are here, we are getting this done. So at least we're no longer in my bed, right? But let's talk about utilizing your leaders and three-way messages and like that kind of validation part of this business. So I hear all the time, I don't want to annoy my leaders. I don't want to bug my leaders. I don't want the person I enrolled, I don't want to message her. Like, what if I bug her or him or whatever else type of version of that? Okay. One, you will never bug us. I'll speak for myself in particular. You are never bugging me when you reach out asking me questions. You are never bugging me when you ask me for help or advice or whatever it may be. You are never bugging me. You are also never bothering me, because that is also something that I hear all the time is, I don't want to bother you. This is what I do. And so I never ever want you to be like, "Oh, I can't message her. She has too much on her plate," or "She's so busy. I don't want to add to it." Like, add to it, because here's the thing: if you don't ask, you don't know. And I am a firm believer that whether it be me or your enroller or a different leader in this company, right, or on this team, is if you don't ask, you're never going to know the answer, and you're constantly going to be in that struggle like pattern, because you aren't asking the questions. You aren't trying to solve and get solutions. So it's one thing to message your enroller or your leaders and complain, right? Now, I won't say that bothers, well, it kind of does bother me, so I'm not even going to lie to y'all, but I'm not saying I don't have time for that. I am just saying that if you come to me and you are complaining, I'm going to ask you what you've been doing. So your homework assignment yesterday was to start and kind of pay attention to what you're doing in your day. That's what I mean by what are you doing? So if you go to your leader to complain, make sure that it's not full of excuses, because here's the thing: as somebody who wants to grow is tired of their own excuses. And what does that mean? So if you are coming to me and you've been coming to me for a while and you're like, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong, like I'm X, Y, and Z, like I can't do this, I can't do that, that's full of excuses. If you are tired of that same script and that same scenario and that kind of routine that you're doing in your life with your business, then reach out to your enroller and say, I'm tired of my own bullshit. Let's get going, right? That's that kind of, you're not ever going to bother me type of mentality. And here's also another thing: is the most successful people in this industry are not afraid to be in their enroller or be in their leader's inbox like, hi, I need you, or hi, question, or hey, I'm staying close to the fire. Because here's the thing: if you want to grow, you have to be selfish with time. And that means understanding that your questions are just as important as somebody else's. And it's having that confidence in yourself to know that you aren't a bug or a bother or annoying or any of that sense that I've heard over and over from people asking me. They're like, I'm so sorry if I'm annoying you. You aren't. Or when you message your enroller or you message your leader and you say, I know you're so busy, but like, no, drop it there. Just ask your questions. Just ask the questions and send the messages, because the best thing you're going to do for your business, for the growth aspect of it, is drop that I am irritating people or I am bugging or I've been asking this question, and say, you know what? I want to succeed, so I need to know. And it's that flip of that script in your mind that is going to change everything for you in this business. So I want you guys to flip that script in your mind. I want you to work on that assignment from yesterday of really utilizing and getting into what are you doing daily and what is your routine. And then I also want to talk about three-way messages, because here's the thing. I know that this industry is like really big on like three-way calls and Zooms and like all those things, but if I'm being completely honest, I think that those types of things are busy work. What I do love is a three-way message. I will hop into any messages with anybody in my downline to help them with a potential, whether it be a customer or a promoter, any day of the week. But I think that you want me to get on the phone with somebody and it's just us talking over each other or whatever it may be. Hi, Tonka. And all of that stuff. Hold on, y'all. Um, Heavy duty. So it's all of that and his security. But if you are like, oh, this person has questions, can I drop you in a three-way chat with them? Absolutely. And here's why I want you guys to start to utilize your leadership and your uplines, because it helps with the confidence. It helps with answering questions. And a lot of times, if you have that mindset and that mentality, can I help you, sir? That you cannot do this because you're not a 12K leader, or maybe you didn't hit your VIP bonuses and this person wants to know about VIPs and you're like, well, I didn't even hit mine. Okay, well, the opportunity isn't about you, it's about them. So if that is how you feel, and you're kind of like, well, I never hit this, or I don't have the success that this leader does, so I don't really feel comfortable talking about the opportunity. Well, one, we need to flip that script in your mind, but two, that's okay, because you can borrow confidence from your leaders. And I have people that are top enrollers on our team that still utilize me for three-way messages, because it's that validation of, hey, let me throw you in a chat with one of my leaders, and we can help answer all of your questions. It's having that third party validation that does wonders for people. And it's like, so the biggest thing for people when they were first growing this business, like years and years and years ago, was they did in-home parties, right? Well, I personally don't do those. Is it something that you can do? Absolutely. I personally just don't do them. I just don't like the idea of them. For me personally, it's my personality, and I'm probably not the best person to do an in-home party with my type of personality, right? But if that is your type of personality and you love that, do in-home parties, because it's that third party validation. So it's you and the host, right? Talking to potential customers, potential promoters. That's the same type of concept as three-way messages. It's you and the potential with somebody who has a lot of knowledge in this industry, or in the specific spot that you are struggling of having that conversation with. Or maybe you have a lot of potentials and you have a lot of conversations, but you struggle with sealing the deal and actually selling the product, or actually enrolling the potential, right? Sorry, y'all. That to me is where you can kind of learn how to have a conversation with somebody who maybe is really good at sealing the sale or selling the sale, right? Or whatever that term is. You can have that person in the conversation with you, so that way you can see how they operate and how they do wording. Maybe you have gift of gab and you word vomit, or you struggle with whatever it may be. Well, by having that third person in there, that leader in there, you are going to now be able to see how they work conversations, and you can adapt some of those things to your own skills. So this is where that really comes into play. And I can tell you right now that I have never said no to a three-way conversation. Rochelle has never said no to a three-way conversation. Christina Brill has never said no to a three-way conversation. Like, there are leaders in this company and in our team specifically that will never tell you no. Do I recommend reaching out to random leaders in this company? No, not really. You have the best on this team. So utilize them, utilize your uplines. And if you don't know who your 80K and above leader, well, one, I am everybody's 200K millionaire. If you're watching this, I am there. And then everyone above me is a millionaire also. So our team is pretty dang successful. Okay. So here's the thing. If you aren't sure who your 80K and above, who your 80K leader is, right? Every single person has an 80K leader. If you aren't sure who your 80K leader is, ask me and I can let you know. If you are personally enrolled to me, I am your leader, right? Come to me with three-way questions, come to me with stuff like that. But if you are not sure who it is, and you are, or maybe your enroller walked away, or maybe your enroller is no longer present and they just don't work the business, or whatever it may be, reach out to me, because chances are, if you need help with a three-way conversation, I'm going to say, well, just utilize me. Hi, I am here for you. I am never too busy. you're never going to bug me. You're never going to annoy me. I never have too much on my plate. I never, whatever it may be. My toddler might the worst thing that'll happen, and this happens very often, is Rylan Knox will clear your message. He will open it and I will not see it till I get on my computer because he'll be watching kids YouTube and he either clicks it so it stops like re-notifying, or he swipes it up and clears it. And I'm like, well, kid. So if that happens, send me another one. I don't leave anybody on red and I don't ignore anybody. So if that happens, it was 1000% my toddler, and you just have to send me another message. But I am here for you. Your leadership is here for you. I want you guys this week. So to add to your assignment from yesterday, this week, your assignment is to utilize your leader 12K and above, right? We can kind of utilize our 12K and above. So 12, 40, 80, or myself, utilize your leaders for a three-way conversation. So if you're having a conversation with a potential promoter, utilize that, right? Utilize your uplines to help you with conversations. And then also, I'm going to drop, if you're doing this while it is live, so in January of 2023, right now we currently have weekly opportunity Zooms. I'm not sure if that'll still be a thing in a few years from now if you're watching this on the replay, but in the chat, if you are doing this live in January of 23, I am going to drop the graphic for our opportunity Zoom this week. I want you to share that in your stories. The Zoom ID is not on it. It is just my normal Zoom ID. And I will also drop that in the chat for if you need that, but it's the same as our Monday night Zooms. And the work with me Zooms, all of it that's on my my Zoom ID. It's the same for our opportunity Zoom. I want you to share that, because here's the thing: your potentials can hop on that and they can hear from me how we're paid, how the products work, and a little bit about our team and the structure and everything that we offer. So if you are struggling with that validation and that third-party validation, utilize three-way conversations and utilize our weekly opportunity Zoom. That's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to get into your stories and talk about what we offer. Get in your stories and do a face-to-face opportunity today. Did we do one last week and the week before? Absolutely. Are we doing one this week? Yes, we are. Because you know what? It's repetition. It's what we're doing. So have a good rest of your week. I will see you guys tomorrow.